That question, why? You know, the Upshot team, this is fun, at the New York Times used supercomputers to map the country's voting precincts. They wanted to see the visual difference between what we've called red and blue America for 30 years. Turns out we should have been saying green and gray America.
The pundits like to slice and dice our country into red states and blue states. Red states for Republicans, blue states for Democrats.
The New York Times sliced and diced aerial images of America. An example, this neighborhood in Boise, Idaho, photographically. It's turned into this, a representation of its colors. This Newport Beach, California community called LIDO Isle has a color representation distinct from Boise. But so what? Well, take a look at this mosaic. There are 200 pictures here. Each is 65 acres, randomly selected from the contiguous United States. Neighborhoods on the far left went strongly for Hillary Clinton in 2016. On the far right, strongly for Donald Trump, with even voting areas in the middle. Concrete and rooftops on the left, big lawns and farmland on the right. Looks like they're onto something. And then they set their computers loose on every square meter of every voting precinct in America. And the computer spat out this image. This blur contains 100,000 colors. The computer said it saw most frequently, with Clinton's gray to the left and Trump's green to the right. My brain isn't a supercomputer, but I looked at Salt Lake County's 2016 results. Bluffdale 7 is the biggest voting precinct in the county, won by Trump in 2016. I pixelated it to blur the colors a bit. And Midvale 1 is the biggest precinct, won by Clinton, also pixelated. Bluffdale 4 was Trump's strongest precinct. He won it by the most. And Salt Lake City 119 was strongest for Clinton. Line them up, strong Clinton on the left to strong Trump on the right, and you can see some of the same color trends. So the questions, are Democrats more drawn to city life, or do cities encourage a more liberal outlook? On the other side, does isolation or wide open space encourage conservatism, or do conservatives choose smaller communities and more space? I don't know the answer, but it's sure fun to talk about, and it seems that there's something to it. Live in the newsroom, Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.